Hi guys, this is Joe with DomainAcademy.com, and I am excited to welcome you back for episode 3 of Friday with AI. One of the great things that I think AI provides for us today is the ability to be able to showcase a brand. I mean, one of the things that domain investors really love is seeing the future, and that's one of the things I find exciting about this industry, right? You find this asset and you see the future for it even before sometimes the end user who is going to ultimately own this brand sees it. One of the great things about AI is that it makes it easy for you to be able to showcase that brand or brand vision in just a couple of minutes. So today what I wanted to do is kind of build on our first episode, which was showing you how to build a commercial using AI. I'll put that in the description if you haven't watched it. But what I want to talk about today is using two different models and comparing and contrasting to show you how that can help your brand vision come alive. I think it's exciting if you were ever to do outbound or you had somebody who's a serious inquirer that you could just customize a video just for them on the fly using AI. I'm going to provide the prompt that I used for both AI models in the description so you could take a look at that and you can, like, comment. I love comments or questions on it, or any of the prompts that you are using to build a brand or build a commercial. I'd really love to see those in the comments as well. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to jump into the first commercial and then I'm going to talk you through what happened in the process of creating it, and then we'll move on to the second commercial, and then I have a surprise third commercial which I built, the old-fashioned way through video editing, and I'll talk through that as well.
Smarter bets. Bigger wins.
So this first commercial, I used the same prompt below, and I used Microsoft Veo, and it wasn't great. You fight back and forth with it a lot of times about it putting text on, which it insists on doing. If you found a way to make it not do that, please let me know. But it will misspell things frequently. So when you're dealing with domains and you want to showcase a domain, you probably want to put the domain name on there, and that makes it tough because it'll misspell your domain name, which is the entire reason that you're building this video, right? To build value in the brand of your domain. So that's the one drawback. But there's so many positives because it'll help you to storyboard and see your ideas come to life. And you can always make it with no text, after you fight with it for a bit. And you can edit it easily in a video editing program if you know how to do that, or you could just, use a voiceover. AI has very good voiceover capabilities, and you could just say, check out oddsoptimizer.com like I do in this video. So for the final version of this video through AI, I had Veo use 3 different iterations before it got things right, and I spliced 2 of them together using a video editor. So I had to manually edit this final video that you're seeing. Otherwise, every single one, and you get three tries a day to make a video with the subscription tier that I'm at. Every single one of the 3 tries had some kind of spelling error. So that, I think, is a drawback. I think the ultimate commercial came out pretty good. Next, let's move on to Sora. So for the next one, I use Sora. Sora's new model. If you haven't tried it, you should definitely try it. Check it out. Ask for invite codes. I'm out already, but I'm sure you can ask your friends on X, or, ask anyone that you know who's into AI. They might have some extra invites, and hopefully that'll be out for everybody soon, where you won't need an invite. You can go to Sora. It's built by OpenAI, who's famous for Chat GPT, and this is their video model, and I love it. It is so easy to use. It usually nails what you ask it to do on the first try, and I have yet, and I'll knock on wood, had any spelling errors, which I said, that's so time consuming. So as far as ease of use and final product, Sora, I think, is leaps and bounds above Veo's model. So I'm going to show you that video, and you can take a look at that. This is one prompt used below, one take, no editing of any kind, just what Sora spit out and downloaded.
Smarter bets. Bigger wins.
So I hope you enjoyed that. I think that was the best AI one that I've been able to make, as far as ease of use, how fast it works. and how it comes out in the final product. Now I'm going to show you what would it look like manually. So there are AI voice models. I chose to use my own voice for this one, so I just wanted to try one with my own voice, but it's very easy to throw an AI voice in as well. I have some basic video editing skills. I am by no means an expert, and it took me all in about half an hour. And that's because it was a bit of a learning process for me. So it took me about a half an hour because this was the first time that I've made a video like this for a domain name. And so I needed to, create accounts. Pixabay is what I used for copyright-free video, and I needed to get a QR code made and some other things. So I think all in, if you know how to do any video editing, this would only take you a couple minutes after you've done it once or twice. So let's take a look at the manual one I made, and we'll let you be the judge of which one of the three came out better. Don't forget to comment and, cast your vote. We've all heard the expression, the house always wins. Now it's time to even the odds. Bet smarter, win bigger with oddsoptimizer.com. Your key to a great brand for only $100. So, the freedom of being able to design exactly what you want on your own video is great. It's pretty comparable to the AI Sora version, and I think that if you tweak the prompt a bit, you could make it work exactly like you wanted with no video editing experience. And I think that that is the big takeaway when we talk about, Friday with AI. These models are changing. They offer tremendous opportunity. I think this is something that helps you to envision your brand and be able to share that with other consumers who might be interested in buying your domain name. So I think this is an exciting time. I'd love to hear how you're using AI in the comments. And if you like this, don't forget to like and subscribe and tune in because we'll be having this every Friday. Thanks for joining us for episode 3, Friday with AI.